Imagine your phone rings late at night. You pick up, and it's your grandson. He's crying. He says he's been in an accident, he's in trouble, and he needs money right now. It sounds exactly like him. Here's the hard part. It might not be him at all. Scammers can now copy a person's voice using artificial intelligence from just a few seconds of audio. And the Federal Trade Commission says these family emergency scams are now among the most common and the most costly frauds out there. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how this scam works, the 5 warning signs to listen for, the one move that defeats every version of it, and how to set up your family so this call can never catch you off guard. I'll keep this calm and practical. No scare tactics, just what works. If you've ever gotten a strange call like this, you're not alone, and by the end, you'll know exactly what to do. First, let's understand what we're actually dealing with, because once you see how it works, it loses its power over you. Your voice used to be proof it was really you. That's changing. There are now apps, some of them free, that can listen to a short clip of someone speaking and then generate brand new sentences in that same voice. How short? Just a few seconds. A birthday video on Facebook, a clip on TikTok, a voicemail greeting, even a few words in an online story. And there's one place they get this audio that surprises almost everyone. I'll show you in a moment. The scammer feeds that clip into the software, types out a desperate message, and the computer says it in your loved one's voice. Then they call you and they let that voice do the work. This isn't rare anymore. In 2025, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center logged more than 22,000 reports that mentioned artificial intelligence, with hundreds of millions of dollars in losses. And those are only the people who reported it. Let me walk you through how one of these calls usually goes, so you'll recognize it the moment it starts. It's an ordinary evening. The phone rings. A trembling voice says, "Grandma, there's been an accident, and I'm so sorry." Before you can gather your thoughts, a calm man takes over. He says he's a lawyer, your grandson has been arrested, and bail has to be paid tonight, in cash or gift cards. Every detail is built to keep you frightened, talking only to them and moving money fast. And notice, none of it needed the scammer to know a single true thing about your family. And it isn't only grandparents. The very same trick wears other masks. A daughter stranded abroad who's lost her wallet, a son whose voice sounds muffled because he says he's been hurt. Even a boss or a coworker calling to rush through an urgent payment. Same playbook every time, a familiar voice, a crisis, and a deadline. Now here's the part most people miss, the part that makes this scam so effective. It isn't really about the voice, it's about the script. Every one of these calls is built to do the same 3 things. Fast, panic you, isolate you, and rush you. Panic first. The voice is upset, maybe crying. There's been an accident, an arrest, an emergency. Your heart rate jumps, and when you're frightened, you stop thinking clearly. That's the point. Then they isolate you. You'll hear a line like, "Please don't tell mom," or "Don't tell dad. He'll be so angry." Secrecy keeps you from doing the one thing that would end the scam, calling another family member. And then they rush you. There's always a deadline. Pay now or they stay in jail. Wire it in the next hour or something terrible happens. Real emergencies give you time to think. Scams never do. Often a second person comes on the line, a lawyer, a police officer, a bail bondsman, to make it sound official and tell you exactly how to send the money. That handoff is a giant red flag. So let's turn that into something you can actually use. 5 warning signs. If you hear 2 or more of these on a single call, treat it as a scam until you prove otherwise. Sign 1, a sudden emergency that demands money immediately. Accident, arrest, hospital, stranded abroad, paired with right now. Sign 2, a request for secrecy. Don't tell anyone. Real family in real trouble wants more people helping, not fewer. Sign 3, an unusual way to pay. Wire transfer, gift cards, cryptocurrency, or a payment app to someone you don't know. No real hospital or court has ever paid in gift cards. Sign 4, they won't let you verify. If the caller resists you hanging up to call back or says there's no time for that, that resistance is your answer. Sign 5, the details are thin or just slightly off. Scammers keep it vague and lean on emotion. A small voice saying something's not right is worth listening to. And remember that surprising source of audio I mentioned? It's often not a stranger's recording at all. It can be your own outgoing voicemail greeting or a public video you posted, giving them the sound of a familiar voice. We'll lock that down in a minute. Okay, take a breath. Here's the good news, and it's bigger than any trick they have. You don't need to be a technology expert to beat this. You need one habit. Hang up and call your loved one back yourself on the number you already have saved for them. That's it. That's the move that defeats every version of this scam, no matter how good the voice sounds, because the scammer doesn't control your loved one's real phone. So what do you actually say in the moment? You don't need to be clever. You just need one sentence. Try this. I'm going to hang up and call you right back. A real loved one will understand. A scammer will push back, and that pushback is your proof. You can also ask for the safe word, or about a small memory only the real person would know. A vague answer or anger is a red flag. If a real person picks up, safe, and confused about why you called, you just dodged it. If you can't reach them, call another family member to check. But there's a mistake people make even at this step, one that hands the scammer exactly what they want, and I'll show you how to avoid it. And if you simply can't reach them, slow everything down. Call another relative or friend who can check in person. No real emergency falls apart because you took 10 minutes to be sure. While you're verifying, never send money and never share codes, card numbers, or banking details. Money sent by wire, gift card, or crypto is almost impossible to get back. That's exactly why they ask for it. Now let's make sure this call never even gets a foothold. 3 things you can set up today. They're simple, and they cost nothing. First, a family safe word. Pick a word or a short question only your real family knows. Not a birthday, not a pet's name that's all over Facebook. Something private. Then if anyone ever calls claiming to be family in trouble, you ask for the safe word. Real family will know it. A cloned voice won't. Share it in person or by text and decide on it this week. Second, reduce the audio that's out there. You don't have to disappear online. Just know that public videos and voicemail greetings can be copied. Setting family accounts to private and keeping a plain voicemail greeting quietly takes away their raw material. And a quick word on artificial intelligence in general. These tools are useful, but never read out or type your social security number, your passwords, or full account numbers to one. Use AI to understand things, then verify anything that matters through an official source. Third, agree on a family rule out loud. In our family, if anyone calls about money or an emergency, we hang up and call back first. Every time, no exceptions. When it's a rule you agreed on together, no one feels foolish for following it. One belief stops a lot of people from protecting themselves. I would know my own family's voice anywhere. Maybe you would, but in a panic over a crackly line, many people don't, and the safe word doesn't rely on your ear. That's exactly why it works. Now that mistake I promised to warn you about. When people go to verify, they sometimes call the number that just called them, or a number the caller reads out to them. Don't. That number leads right back to the scammer. Always use the contact you already have saved, or type the official number yourself from the back of your card or the real website. The whole point is to reach your loved one on a line the scammer can't touch. And if this has already happened to you or someone you love, please hear this. It is not your fault. These scams are engineered by professionals to fool smart, caring people. Feeling embarrassed is exactly what keeps them in business. If money was sent, act fast. Call your bank or the wire service right away and ask them to stop or reverse it, then report it. In the US, to the FTC at reportfraud.gov and to the FBI at ic3.gov. Reporting helps investigators and sometimes helps recover funds. Wherever you live, there is an official place to report these calls, and reporting genuinely helps. In the United States, the FTC at reportfraud.gov and the FBI at ic3.gov. In the United Kingdom, Action Fraud. In Canada, the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. In Australia, ScamWatch. Let's put it all together. 5 signs: an urgent emergency, a demand for secrecy, an odd way to pay, pressure not to verify, and a story that feels off. And your defense, hang up and call back on a number you trust, set a family-safe word, and make callback first a family rule. Simple, and it works. If this helped, do one kind thing. Share it with someone you love. A parent, a friend, a neighbor. One conversation today could save them a frightening night and a great deal of money. And if you'd like one clear, practical way to stay a step ahead of scammers each week, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of each other.